Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go. So come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. My crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kid, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches, time to let go.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. Today we are continuing work on our garage project and also our gym project that is in the basement of our cabin. You guys know last week Joe was working on finishing up the inside of our under cabin garage. Someone had asked, why did Joe texture the walls in the garage? Like, you could just paint it and be done with it. Y'all know that ain't Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, the texture really helps like with like the drywall seams and everything else, just to kind of give it that finished look. And he did an amazing job with the texture and the knockdown. And then he replaced all of the outlets with new white, pretty clean outlets. He replaced all of the lighting in here. So it's funny, when we first moved into this cabin, these lights, all the lights in this garage were actual light bulbs that, like light fixtures that protruded off the wall and even off the ceiling, if you could believe that. So when you opened the garage door, it would bust the light bulbs. Like, I don't really know who thought of that because they didn't think that through. So instead, Joe removed them and put in recessed lighting in here, which has just worked out great. So we just did like a nice creamy color and then a white ceiling, and it's pretty much done, but he just has some molding that he's going to be doing on the baseboards and then also around the doors, because not all of the doors have finished molding on them. So he's going to be working on that today, and then the garage will pretty much be done. And then of course you guys have been coming along with us for our gym, our home gym renovation. We're going to be getting that painted. We've got it primed and ready to go. So once that's painted, we're going to be putting in some new mirrors that we got, and I'm really excited because it's all kind of starting to come together.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out.
Thing's big, huh, Gunner? I'm just gonna keep on rolling it now. Make it an even bigger one. Thing is literally so huge. Alright. Now I'm on the way. Oh shoot, that's so icy. Now I'm on the way. Making his abdomen. They made one right here where the targets are, but it's too small and we're destroying it already. Like, you can literally see, I don't know if you can see that, the bees inside there.
There's a ringing when December is, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby.
Gunner,
Snow is laying 2
literally
feet
the
deep.
exact same size. Bro, he's almost, well, he's
Now wish
as big as
upon
you
a
when you squat.
falling star, so all your
He's pretty
secret
big, huh?
dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends.
If you're juggling winter errands or dealing with kid drop-off or just trying to stay warm without looking like a snowman, Vessie's got you covered. My Stormburst sneakers and my Vessie Forecast gloves have quickly become the perfect combo for chilly winter life. I'd like to say a big thanks to Vessie for sponsoring today's video. Vessie's Dymatex technology means they are 100% waterproof, making them perfect for slushy sidewalks and random puddles. My feet stay warm and dry, meaning no soggy socks ever. Vessies slip on with ease and their grip is legit. They are built for real winter life. With the supportive heel and removable insoles, they're super comfy for all-day wear, so holiday shopping is a breeze. My feet feel amazing. Plus, they go with everything: my winter coat, my jeans, and comfy outfits. I like to pair them with my Vessie socks because they're super soft and moisture-wicking. My Vessie Forecast gloves are so good for chilly winter days. They're waterproof, wind-resistant, and the inside is this super soft fleece. One of my favorite features is their touchscreen compatible fingertips, which means I can still use my phone without having to take my gloves off. Vessies make the perfect holiday gift because they're practical and stylish and unisex, and they're something that people will use all winter long. Vessies are warm, supportive, and crazy comfortable, plus they're super cute. So give the gift of warm feet and dry hands. Vessie Stormburst and gloves are a winter essential and a gifting win. Get yours at vessie.com/HomeFreeAlaska and grab 15% off your first order. Plus a free pair of the Forecast gloves with minimum purchase. Backed by a 1-year warranty and 30-day hassle-free returns, head down to my video description, click that link, or scan the QR code here on the screen and winterproof yourself with Vessie. It drives me nuts, like the LED lights in the video feedback are flashing super fast. I just want you to know that is not the setting that I have them on. They're actually solid white lights, but they just flicker in the video feedback. Looks like, can you imagine? Like, it's like a rave, like, yeah, no, that's not, that that makes my armpits sweat, but it's actually solid white, I promise. So tonight we are having delicious gluten-free pizza. I am making a pizza for the boys to share and then a pizza for Joe and I. So I'm just prepping the toppings. Joe and I are doing pepperoni, mushroom and onion, and Kellen and Parker are doing pepperoni with black olives. So I will link this recipe for you guys on our website, HomeFreeAlaska.com. I really, really love Bob's Red Mill. Let me see, where did it go? That's where I get all of my gluten-free flour, Bob's Red Mill. They have an awesome already mixed for you gluten-free flour that you can use for baking and all kinds of stuff. It's already mixed for you. Super simple. Already has a yeast packet in it and everything, and it's got clean ingredients. This is all the stuff that I typically use for my gluten-free flour blend anyway. Brown rice, potato starch, millet flour, sorghum flour, so on and so on. That is what I use for my gluten-free products, but this is just pre-mixed for you. So you can buy these. I get them right on Amazon, and it makes a delicious pizza crust. You guys should try this. It's super easy and quick, and it's just a delicious gluten-free crust. Run away, olives. Oh my goodness. I'm back here. To us once more. Our troubles will be out of sight.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Have you guys ever gone to like a pizza joint and they're stingy with the toppings? Like they're topping hoarders, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, I'll take artichoke hearts and olives and sliced onions, and they give you like 2.5 artichoke hearts. And I'm like, can I get 3 more? Just 3, you know? It's like, why are you being stingy? You're just the worker. You don't pay for the toppings. And I realize they've got their little protocols, how many pieces of this they put on and things like that. But with pizza, it's a little bit harder to like count everything, right? So I'm just like not understanding why we're being stingy with the toppings. We don't do that here in the Watson house, as you can see. We love our toppings. And I decided to do 1 pizza. So this recipe can do 2 12-inch pizzas, or it can do 1 16-inch pizza. And my pizza pan happens to be a 16-inch pizza pan. And this is from Amazon. I got this on Amazon. It is non-toxic, PFA free, all the things. So I was super excited to find it. I'll link it for you guys. But we are just going to have 1 pizza, and I'm going to split the toppings because obviously the boys don't want onions and mushrooms. And Joe and I will have the other side.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne.
We are down in the gym space, and I have changed my clothes because we are going to be getting our workout on. So here's the thing with these mirrors. You guys know my vision. I've shared with you the vision. So right now, this is the sauna side of this room, which is kind of messy because we had to move everything because Joe was painting. And this is the workout side, the gym space. My plan was to have mirrors on each of these walls because, you know, when you go to a gym, there's mirrors. And for me, I like to look at myself when I'm working out, not because I like to look at myself, but because it helps me keep proper form. And there's been a lot of times that I've been working out and I'll be doing something and I'll look at my reflection in the window or the mirror and I'll be like, oh, my knees are going over my toes or my back is arched or something like that. So the mirrors really help out with that. Okay, what you got, Kellen? Yes, straight up, straight up. Okay. Okay, so Lexi and James stopped in for an impromptu workout. And I just kind of like stopped. We put the mirrors up against the wall for now because they work, right? They work all week long, regular like jobs. And so I didn't want to keep them while we were hanging the mirrors and then work out. So we knocked out our workout really quick. Super proud of them. They hung with me. They did good. And then I'm going to steal Joe and get him in here to help me hang these mirrors. So here's the thing, guys. I bought these super big wide mirrors from Walmart. Look how wide these things are. They're awesome, right? I was so bummed. They had 4 and I bought all 4 of them. I need 2, 3. I need 3 more of them because I want 3 on this wall. I want 2 on this wall and then 2 on this wall. I was gonna do 3 on each wall, but we have these, what are these, conduits or something? running up both sides of the sidewalls here, so I can't fit 3 mirrors on the side. So we're gonna do 2 mirrors on each side and then 3 mirrors on the center. That way you'll basically be able to see yourself no matter where you're at in this space working out. Okay, so Joe's all done in the garage. Well, for the most part. He said he still needs to do like caulking in the corners, but he's got all the molding on the walls and he did some trim on the door. Looks good. Joe, you did a good job. It looks really good in here. Looks way better than it did.
It's funny now you can wash the door.
Yeah, now the door looks dirty.
I couldn't tell it was dirty until everything else was dirty.
Yeah. So, can you help me hang my mirrors now?
No, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Pretty please. And then we'll do the sauna. How about that? We'll hang mirrors and then we'll rest in the sauna. Please, Joe. He will. All right, so really quick, you guys remember probably a couple months ago, I showed you guys that Joe created his own mealworm farm in the basement for the boys' lizards. Kellen and Parker both have leopard geckos and they need live bait, right? So the boys right now, they spend their allowance to go to the pet store and buy mealworms for their lizards. And one of you guys had recommended, you know, check into making your own mealworm farm. So Joe got all the stuff, and when we first showed it to you guys, it was the very beginning stages. And now he actually has like just probably thousands upon thousands of baby mealworms. And what's really awesome about this is that they just replenish themselves, so we don't have to buy them anymore, and we can also feed them to the chickens, which they will really love, especially in the wintertime, and it's a great source of protein. Okay, so here's the beetles. Joe, you have to remind me the life cycle. It's pupa, mealworm, beetle? No.
So it's the egg, which turns into a little worm, then turns into a pupa, then turns into a beetle, and then the beetles mate and lay eggs, and then it just keeps going.
And the cycle just repeats itself. So what do you do with the beetles then? Do they just end up dying off?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's a bunch of dead ones in here right now.
All right, so what's our next drawer?
Just worms.
Like the little baby ones?
Yeah, there's some in there.
Can you grab like a handful, babe, and bring it closer? Maybe we'll actually be able to see it. Oh yeah, you can see them moving. Oh my gosh, there's so many in just your hand.
Okay, there's just, they're all over.
There's just thousands of them in there. And so Joe just feeds them carrots. They get the moisture from the carrots, and
but I don't take these ones out yet because they like burrow into it. So
this is another drawer. This is the third drawer.
This is the second.
Oh my gosh, look at all of them in there. There's so many. That's amazing. So that third drawer is probably the oldest worms that we have so far. They're still not big enough to feed to the lizards or the chickens yet, but just once we actually get this like going on a good cycle, it's just going to be amazing. Like the amount of worms that they create on a continuous basis is going to be so awesome. And then the boys are excited because they will no longer have to spend their allowance on worms for their lizards. What's in this one, Joe?
It's a lot more.
Oh my gosh.
This one has the most. Let's see if I can hold them.
Oh my goodness, Joe, there's so many. Good job, babe. That is amazing. And it's been like what, just I think a couple months since you started it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The chickens are gonna be so excited.
Yeah.
It should probably go like to this line probably. Maybe higher, Joe. Come up to this one.
I'm trying to keep this thing on one of these lines.
So then put it on that one. Yep, that's it, yeah. So, since since we wiped out Walmart of all of these mirrors, we're gonna have to go back and keep an eye out for when they get the rest of them, because like I was saying, we need a few more to finish this mirror project, but we're gonna go ahead and get the ones up that we have for now. And I love how wide they are and how big they are. So I definitely need to go back and get more mirrors. We went to Target, Fred Meyer, all the stores that we have locally, and Walmart was the only one that carried big, huge, wide mirrors like this.
Hi, you handsome little kitty. You're so handsome. Are you helping us build the gym? You can come work out with me. Yeah. Oh, he's a handsome kitty. Yes, you are.
That's one.
Hold on, let me get my finger down there.
Where are your fingers?
Oh, I am chubby person.
Look, Joe!
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, let me get my finger out. Let go.
I wasn't doing anything.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Joey, it looks good. I'm so excited. Down, right there. Oh, you missed it. Up, yeah. There. Oh, you missed it. Right there. Right there. Oh. All right. Do you want me to do that side?
Yeah.
Hey.
Right there. No. Yeah. Right there.
Oh, why isn't it doing it?
Right. There.
Ow, my finger.
I know.
Ow, my finger.
I know.
Okay, it's on there.
I could do this side.
Ow, I pinched my finger. 3 done, and we've got 1 mirror left. So it's gonna look kind of funky temporarily until we get the rest of the mirrors. And I might just order them online and have them delivered to the store. That might be faster. But I like the height of them because when you're working out, like, you can see from foot to head, which is just perfect. I like it. You like it?
Sorry.
Looks good, huh?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Fingers. Ow. You got it? Okay. So we'll have the same spacing though, right, Joe? Like right here?
Okay.
Come all you young rounders, and a story I'll tell of the promise of heaven and the warning of hell. But take heed where you ramble, or too soon you will go way up on the hillside where the new flowers grow. Well, he met in the springtime, the sun sinking low. 2 star-crossed lovers in the still melting snow, where the loving was easy and courting was brief. Well, they called her a beauty, they called him a thief. In the quiet of the evening, they'd steal away, where the laughter would flow and the fiddle would play. Well, the folks called it wrong, but hell, it seemed alright. In the sun-painted picture, and the day turned to night. Come up on the hillside, we'll have a time. If you'll bring the kisses, honey, I'll bring the wine.
You guys can't wag your tails. Bradley, you always give it away. You're supposed to look natural. Stop the tail, B. Side eye. You're not supposed to look at the camera, Bradley. There you go. See? No. Dead giveaway. No, 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 no.